next? Who's next on the list? Here, I'll look at it.
I don't know if I could go.
Publicity and branding.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on. Thanks, Weldon.
So everybody likes the logo. I don't need it. We don't need it. What we tried to do is maybe 2 or 3 things. One was come up with a tagline to use in conjunction with the new logo. Secondly, we wanted to figure out what do we do with it? What kind of materials should we invest in? How to spread this logo around, and what to do at different events, etc. So for a tagline, I like things that have double meanings or triple meanings, things that make you think. It's not really the answer. Last year we came up with one, and then we Googled it, and it was taken and used a million times. But one of the ones we liked this year was Bike for Good, because it kind of makes you think, good for what? Or bike for good, bike for the good, that type of stuff. So we'll do a little bit of research on that. So the timeline means, we want to get this stuff moving. So, by April 1st, we want to have a tagline lockdown. As far as where to put it on the logo, we don't really think if we invest in another banner that we should have Charlotte Area Bike Alliance written at the bottom. Maybe just go straight to the website. One thing it lets it do is makes the logo speak for itself in an unintended way. If we stick this on a billboard, or if we put this along the greenway, I don't know, is that called tagging? If we put it somewhere, we don't have to stand there with our business cards handing it out, directing people where to go. So, we've made some progress thinking about what to do with it already, and April 1st seems to be the first day in the timeline where we should have our act together. As far as what to do with it, we're all from Charlotte area, and we know that a phenomenon happened a couple of years ago with the Share the Road magnets for Rachel. This isn't us learning from Ireland or some faraway place of something that worked. We know that it worked here. I guess you can go some places and find cars that have flags on the.
Tell them what that was. Just say that. Tell them what that was. Some people might not know what that was.
Well, Rachel was killed in a bicycle accident, and this is a commemorative memorial message magnet, and it had a tremendous impact. We would have several pieces of material at different events we went to, like Charlotte Clean and Green, and the magnets were the first to go. Everybody wanted them, and and you don't have to go far from this parking lot. There's probably several of them on there to this day, and we know that they're popular, and we want to figure out why. So is it that particular message, or is Charlotte area a magnet-friendly kind of place? But we need to figure that stuff out, because we don't want to let that go. There are other things you can do. You see cars running around with flags on the roof. Maybe that would work, but we know that magnets have worked here. So we definitely want another banner. We might lose the logo, the tagline at the bottom, change it with the web address, come up with some other pieces of merchandise. We've got ideas to put, it's almost like a sticker. It's called a cling for the windows. Maybe potentially invest in buying license plates for this for the state. You need 300 signatures, and you got to be 501c3. We might do that. Some embroidered material, perhaps, for some of our usual volunteers. And that's about it. So the timeline for this is pretty quick. We want to have our stuff together by April 1st so we can start printing. What we don't want to do is wait a year to get a logo and then not spread it around because we don't have the tagline done. So we really just need to invest the time. If you want to help with the caucus, I might put a section on the website to help just communication for that kind of caucus. Anybody have any questions?
Was Bike for Good the only tagline, or did I miss it, or did you have others that you would consider?
We like that one. We also like the word everyone, and the word everywhere, because that's what Charlotte Area Bike Alliance is. This is not mountain bikers, and it's not commuters, and it's not racers, but essentially, we are everyone, and we want to encourage people to ride everywhere. For the good, bike for good is nice, but it doesn't have the meaning of what CABA is. Bike for good could be a tagline for an organization that maybe was just raising money. Whereas the words like everywhere and everyone bring in our prospective members. That's the idea behind the tagline.
Could the website be used to gather more taglines? Would that help your caucus?
Yeah, what we want to do is use some of the mediums that we have, like Facebook, to have our community tell us what works. There's things you can do and find out who's clicked on what. You can have a poll where you can just look at the statistics based on putting up some messages.
Okay, in interest of time, one quick question, and then we'll move on. Do you have a quick question?
Hey,
A quick thing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why don't you go, jump into that?
If you remove Charlotte Area Bike Alliance too early, they won't be able to tie that into the tagline. You know, it's kind of like a logo, it doesn't do anything until people can identify with just the logo.
Are you on that caucus group?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you need to keep.
Yeah, I'm going to also keep that, I think it's a good communicator, what we are.
Simply because the website is not, doesn't really say Charlotte Area Bicycle Alliance. You know, it's charlottebikes.org.
Right, that is a problem.
So that may be a reason for keeping that.
We talked about looking into different extensions of a URL now, that more of them are popular, but you know, we don't want to have it that big, maybe just CABA. But
You just need something to direct the people's attention, since that's not gonna get them to a website.
I think the website needs to be there. I think there are other ideas that you can utilize, other means to kick back to your website. They don't have to know how to do it.
right.
All right, well, just to wrap it up, even if you're not on this caucus group, we'll be sending out the emails of everybody who leads the caucus group, and I'm also asking the caucus group chairman, before we go to bed tonight, put down an email summarizing what you have here. You know, like get it down on an email and send it to me, so I get basically this report that you're giving. Do it tonight before you forget about it. Okay.
Right.
And then we'll get back to everybody who's on the caucus groups. Everybody here is going to have common email lists, so you can get back to the caucus chairman or anybody else who's in the room. Following me?
One
So
of the
wouldn't be
things.
any problem getting feedback right now. Not waiting 3 months from now.
One other thing, I'm going to leave this paperwork near the logo, and if you were on the caucus group, please leave your name and email address on here for me.
There you
Thank
go.